Hello, everybody. Jason up, New Days Revolution Cave. Saturday is finally here, folks. Saturday. My favorite night of the year. Saturday. No obligations tomorrow morning. Nothing at all. Stay up till 3, 4 o'clock this morning. Watch movies. Eat food. All by myself. Loving it. Maybe come down in the cave. Who knows? Actually, the cave's in a bit of disarray as we prepare for the onslaught, the Canadian invasion, the Canadian destroyer. Colin from Canada will be here tomorrow around 2 p.m. We will probably do our gift exchange. He will open his stuff in 9 seconds. I will go through the presents he gave me, and it'll take about an hour and a half. And then we will go live. Colin and I will be live here tomorrow. I assume around 3:30 maybe. I will put out another reminder video of that. Everybody needs to be here tomorrow afternoon to chat with Colin from Canada and just enjoy. So the gift video will go up Monday, realistically. But the live show and maybe a few, during the live show, you might get to see some of the gifts that I got from Colin, but the gift show will be Monday. All right, folks, look. All right, look, every time XOX does a figure, I have found myself saying, this is my favorite, or this one's the best. And I am not, I truly do mean it. When I say this is my favorite, I mean it. I mean, just looking behind me, Ron Bass is my favorite. Zeus is my favorite. Dusty Rhodes is by far my favorite. Arn and Tully are just a dream come true for the WWF LJN Fed. Mr. T, the Rockers are my favorite. The Red Rooster is my favorite. The Legion of Doom are my favorite. So it really, Abdullah the Butcher is just insane. XOX has sent another package. Before we take a look at the disaster of a figure, you may have heard the rumors from watching other channels that the Random Treasures store is closing its doors. Net's brick and mortar toy store is closing. However, XOX will live on, and Net will have more time to dedicate to her custom wrestling figures in the style of LJN, the greatest toy line in the history of toy lines. XOX is going nowhere, folks. In fact, I have communicated with her, and hopefully at some point we'll be able to do, I will get permission to get a little conversation going with us about, you and I, about maybe the top 5 figures that we would like to see. Little poll. Net and her people have to be sure that there are sculpts available or figures available or whatever. So I'm waiting for the green light on that. But as I opened the package, the familiar white package that Larry Biltzer and Matthew Watson and all of the XOX crew are well familiar with, the beautiful white box, the treats. We love the treats. The treats are so good. So good. Tasty treats. Some of the best treats I've ever had. The package felt bulky. It felt bulky. Not bulky. That would be Bronson Pinchot or Pinoche or whatever. Not bulky, but bulky. Bulk. Bulky. You know when you say a word too much in your head, it doesn't make sense anymore. Bulky, bulky, bulky. And I thought, well, what's in here? A couple of figures? Has she made the Wyndham and Rotundo? Oh, that could be a top 5. That could be a top 5. The Rougeau brothers, the Islanders, I don't know. Is there a tag team in here? No, indeed. It was just a bulky figure, folks. And as I pulled it out, I said, all right, when I do the show, I'm going to end up saying this is one of my favorite figures. And everybody's going to say, okay, yep, it's your favorite figure. Every figure is your favorite figure. And yeah, that's what I sound like. But when I pulled out this figure, I said, this is one of the best. Top 10, top 5, I don't know. I just named you off 5 figures that I'm absolutely in love with. Ron Bass, Zeus, Dusty Rhodes, Arn and Tully, Red Rooster. So I guess this has got to be a top 10 figure, top 8, top 6. And I just got excited about it because had LJN hung on just a little while longer, this figure would have 100% been made. And Net has been bringing us figures, Print Fury has been bringing us figures that we say that would have been how LJN did it. Okay? I've been vocal about custom figures. I know you want to see the figure, just calm down. I've been vocal about custom figures in the past. I don't like them. I've never purchased a custom figure in my life because I don't like them. I don't like how they're for example, there are many custom figures, and I'm not knocking anybody's work. I'm not an artist. I can barely draw my name. Okay, I'm not knocking anybody's work, but there are customs out there that of this figure where it's a figure that we already know and love, repainted, and in my brain I go, well, that's King Kong Bundy. That's King Kong Bundy with some paint on it. Not this time, folks. I'll give it to you, ladies and gentlemen. Joining your LJN Fed, wreaking havoc on the LJN roster, and dropping the big avalanche on Hulk Hogan is Earthquake. Ladies and gentlemen, Earthquake is LJN. And I'm telling you, this is a top 10 XOX figure, 100%. I love it. I love the way it looks. It reminds me of an LJN. It is an LJN. This is what they would have done. Earthquake, with the fantastic detail that only Net can bring us. The fantastic Earthquake detail. You want the gigantic, detailed, artistic tattoo of John Tenta, the Earthquake? There you go. You got it right there. You know what I like? The little tuft of hair on the top of Earthquake's head. Take a look at that face. Take a look at the girth. This is what the bulk. This is why this package was bulky, folks. We have the Earthquake, and I am thrilled. I love the laces. I love the two-tone boots. I just love everything about XOX's work. I just love it. And Larry Biltzer already has this figure, I assume, because he's the one that told me, look out for that white box. It's coming. Wait till you see it. It's coming. Earthquake, folks, is LJN, and I'm thrilled. I really am. I think this is a fantastic figure. I want to play with the figure. I want to get back into PACW and just have fun with this figure. Might there be a typhoon down the pipe? I'm not sure. But we've got Dino Bravo to go with the Earthquake. Earthquake, ladies and gentlemen, is LJN, and I could not be more thrilled. You know what to do. We've done it before. We've said it a million times before. Get yourself over to Etsy. XOX by Random Treasures, and order up your Earthquake figure and add him to your LJN roster. You will not be disappointed by any means. Look, if you want a natural disasters Earthquake, I assume that Net can do the paint scheme for it. But let's not do that. I'm not suggesting. I mean, you can do it, obviously, if you want, but we need the original earthquake figure right there. Hasbro did the natural disasters. LJN is sticking with the earthquake. XOX is sticking with the earthquake. There we go. I love it. Love it. Love the pose. We can do something with this. Us man children can sit on our floors and have a match with the earthquake and Hulk Hogan. I'm thrilled. I love it. I gotta find room for him on the floor of joy. But he's going in. Earthquake is LJN. Etsy by Random Treasures. I'm sorry. XOX by Random Treasures on Etsy. That's right. XOX by Random Treasures on Etsy. And grab your earthquake figure today. Add him to your lineup. She does it again. She knocks it out of the park. A top 10 figure. I'm dead serious. A top 10 figure right here, earthquake. We will see you all tomorrow with the big Canadian invasion. Good night now.